We're on this sheet where we have the employees where they were hired and they were working for different years. We got department, we got their Aadhaar numbers. This is a different sheet, and we have different employees. Some of these employees here, which uh, have we have selected employees where we have employee name and their Aadhaar number. Now let's say we have over 700, 800 employees, but we have selected only 100 employees for promotion. And the promotion is subject to condition that if you have spent 15 years, let me put it here. If you have spent 15 years or more, you'll get 3,000 a bonus. If you spend 12 years or more, you'll get 2,000 bonus. If you have spent 10 years or more, you'll get 1,200 bonus. If you spend less than 10 years, you get 500 bonus. So a lot of different conditions here. So we want to talk about the let function. So let function is something we can use is used when we want to use something about uh, the variables. So the let function, a real game changer function for many of your formulas, cleaner and efficient. It is easy to understand. Now think of it as in a way to define named intermediate calculations within a formula. Now instead of repeating the same complex calculations, multiply times, you can assign it a name using let. For example, if you remember in your seventh or eighth grade, you might have used let x is equal to a plus b. Then wherever you wanted to use a plus b, you will use x. I'm just quoting an example. So that's exactly this function is about, the let function. For example, we want to give the bonus in this case. Let's see an example. We got 700 employees here, right? We have 800 employees, and we have selected maybe few employees which are eligible for promotion, 100 employees. Then the promotion is based on condition that if they have spent 15 years, they will get 3,000. If they spend 12 years, they get 2,000. If they get spend 10 years, they'll get 1,200. If they spend 10 years, they'll get 500. But on this data in H and I column, we are only seeing this data. But on this data, we don't have years. Do we have? No, we don't have years. So first we need how many years Jobin, Shishadri, Anisha, Aisha, Nivani, Radhe has spent, right? So in order to calculate the number of years they have spent, so in order to calculate the number of years they have spent, let's take a look at this data out there. And we want to use the function here called lookup to get how many years they have spent. And I will type here years. Now, can I use a VLOOKUP function in order to get that? And I will match Aadhaar number with Aadhaar number, comma, and table array. No, VLOOKUP will not work here. So what do I use? I use XLOOKUP. Lookup value, this Aadhaar number. Where do I want to find this? It says lookup array. Lookup value, Aadhaar number is my lookup value. Lookup array, where do I want to find Aadhaar number? This Aadhaar number I want to find in column E. So I select column E, comma. Next is return array. Where is my answer? I want answer in column C. I want to see how many years they have spent. So I select this column and press enter. Boom, I get 13. So this Aadhaar number has spent 13 years. And I copy this down and I see all of those who have spent how many years. Now, it has not solved the purpose because we want to ultimately give them the bonus. Now, I want to convert this from years to bonus. And so let me move this to little right here. Now, what does it say? It says if you have spent more than 15 years, you get 3,000 bonus. So if this and that, so which means we want to use the if function. So I use if logical test if this number of years is which is giving me 13. If this is greater than 15, now it says, what if the number of year is 15? Do I want to include that? They will also get the bonus, right? So I can use greater than or equal to 15, right? Can I use it? Or can I also say greater than 14, which means 15 and more? So they will get how much? 3000. Otherwise, what do I'm saying now next? Otherwise, I'm saying check again if X lookup and lookup value is this, and where do I want to find another number? And I want answer from years. Now, if this value comes to be greater than 11, you get 2000. So I can do it. What I can do, rather, I can copy this, right? Better. Or I can say, comma, if this is false, then you check again with this lookup value. If you have, if this is greater than 9, you get how much? 1200. Otherwise, for anything else, how much you get? 500. So I put in 500 and close the parentheses 1 and over here. Close the parentheses 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Press enter. Now it has spent 13 years, which means he will get how much? 2000 bonus. So if my formula is right, he will get 2000 as a bonus. Press enter. Boom. And in Excel, we type formula only once and then we copy it. And over here, I'm going to copy this down. And these are their bonus amounts. So as we can see, we have now calculated their bonus amounts. Now, what we want to do here is, and you might say, okay, we since we have calculated their bonus amount, now, but this function was about if function, right? Yes or no? And where is the if function? We have not spoken about the if function so far. And we want to talk about the if function here in this. So we will be using to understand the if function. So what we want to do here is we will be taking here uh, the function in this term. Over here, let's see that. And allow me a minute. Yeah. Now, the let function that we want to use can give us the capability to use the lookup or the variable. Now, I'm using which variable again and again? The X lookup part that I'm using again and again back to back. And you can see that over here, how many times I'm using. So I can say here, let, and let the name one. Let my variable name be X is equal to, and name of this variable will be this X lookup part. So now X is equal to this X lookup. And where I want to use X lookup, I can use X. So if X is greater than this, and over here I can say not this one, I can simply say if X is this, and over here I can say if X is this. So I have said that, okay, let X is equal to this X lookup. And if X is greater than 14, give this if X is greater than, because X is X lookup. And nothing else changes. I'll have a lesser number of parentheses here. I press enter. And let's see, what do we have? Mhm. And yeah, if, yeah, okay, so we have an extra parentheses here. If X is greater than, and over here, we don't want a parentheses here. And here we go. And I need more parentheses to close, and one more. I press enter, we get the answer. Same answer. And I copy this down, we get the same answers. Now with a different construction altogether. And we have used let function to see how we can use it in altogether different function. I'm going to expose this for a moment here, and you can see that how it is used. Now, why is let useful? Imagine a long formula that we have used where you calculate these XLOOKUPs multiple times. Now with the let function, you can calculate it once and name it something, and then use that variable in your formula. And this makes it much easier for anyone, including yourself, to understand the formula, what it is doing. And when you repeat the same calculation multiple times in the regular formula, Excel has to perform these calculations each time. With let function, it only calculate once, and it can speed up these calculations. So it is going to be very, very useful, very, very helpful. So then let allows you to define a named variable within an Excel formula. It improves formula readability, maintainability. It enhances calculation performance by avoiding redundant computations. And you can define multiple name value pairs with a single let function. So the next time you find yourself writing a complex Excel formula with repeated calculations, consider using the let function. It's so powerful tool that can make your work in Excel much more efficient and elegant.